We gonna be alright. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. Let's rise together. Let our souls be free. Let's rise together. Let our souls be free. We gonna be alright. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. We gonna be alright. Alright, alright, 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 alright. We gonna be alright.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Welcome to Concepto. We're here live today, Saturday, October 28th, 2017. I want to thank the staff here at BNN because if it wasn't for them, this program wouldn't be possible. In this special edition today, we're going to open up the phone lines because we're going to be talking about education in the Boston public system. For that, I have with me three special guests. Two of them are graduates of the Boston public school system, including myself. And I also have a special guest who is interested in bringing back a program that has to do with science and mathematics, something that was in the Boston public system curriculum, but unfortunately I hear that is no longer part of the curriculum. We're going to be talking about that. So I want to welcome Margot O'Toole.
Hello. Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, I also have Jose Martinez,
Hi, it is a pleasure to be here.
and I have
Tylone, thank you for having me.
the performers of the day today. How are you, Tylone?
Very good.
Well, good to have you all here. And let's start talking about education in the Boston public system. I do know that recently you graduated from Excel High School.
Yes.
Okay, and you also graduated from Brighton High.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Right now you're attending.
Bunker Hill Community College.
Perfect. And Margaret, you hold a PhD.
Yes, I'm a PhD. I'm a biologist. I've recently retired from a career in drug development. I'm an immunologist and
Okay.
vaccinologist.
Before we get into these needy things, I would like to ask you, what is your interest in bringing back the STEM program?
Well, I actually, it just happened in front of my eyes. There was this extremely successful STEM program at Brighton High that was serving these inner city youth and launching them into wonderful careers in college and into happy and productive lives. It had been going along for 20 years, and it was abruptly eliminated. I got involved trying to figure out why. We haven't been given any reason other than that they didn't want these programs in this school, which serves the inner city school children. And not only did it launch them into great careers and college scholarships and all kinds of opportunities, it gave them incredibly joyful experiences while in school.
I believe we have some images on that.
Yes.
And I would like for the director to start superimposing those pictures, those images, so that people can have a visual understanding as to what is it that these kids were doing on hands.
Yes.
I'm sorry that I interrupted you.
No, please interrupt to clarify whenever you wish. These kids are, you will see they're mostly, they're Black, African American, and Latino for the vast majority, some Asian too. But they are children who, for the most part, are not, don't have anybody to advocate for them. Their parents are generally working too hard at minimum wage jobs. A lot of the parents don't speak English. And so when this program was eliminated, I decided that I was going to be the advocate for the children, and I am doing my best to do that. I've brought with me today, Jose came with me. He very nicely and bravely said that he would come with me to give you an example. He will read a testimonial here, give you an example of what was taken away from these kids. And I must say that I am so proud. I've only asked graduates to help with the advocacy because I don't want to ask the children that are there now to have to fight for themselves. But I'm so proud of the graduates, how they are coming forward and speaking up at the school committee meetings and saying, you should not have done this to us. Would you please read your testimony?
Jose Martinez, it is your time right now.
Okay. My name is Jose Martinez. I am a 2016 graduate of Brighton High. Currently, I am attending Bunker Hill Community College, and I have an interest in literature. I am here to request that Ellie Mae O'Toole's STEP programs be brought back to Brighton High. To quote Henry Brooks Adams, "A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops." What makes Ellie Mae O'Toole a great teacher? She passionately gives everything for her students. Her priority is to see her students become more and more educated, and for them to be strong thinkers and doers for our country and our world's future. Ellie Mae O'Toole is a teacher who always shows how much she cares. When I was her student, I always experienced how much she cared about me and my fellow classmates. She taught us so much: construction, robotics, acceleration, momentum, velocity, how machines operate, etc., etc. She also mentored us on ethics, on how to behave to one another, how to work as a diverse, joyful team towards a common goal. Of all of my teachers in Brighton High, she was the only one who brought in university students who, on a long-term basis, were there to teach, guide, and mentor us. These contacts were a great resource for me when I was thinking about college and how to get there. Ms. O'Toole gave me the opportunity to be a part of our Burning Tigers' first robotics team. Lots of students had the opportunity to participate in competitions that positively impacted all our lives. She convinced me that education was in my best interest. She always guided me to improve my skills and to give all my all towards successful learning. I thought I did not have what it took to be good at mathematics, but Ms. O'Toole made me realize that I could do it. She made me believe in myself. Ms. O'Toole is one of the reasons that I have become the person here today, a person in love with education, in love with reading and writing about socioeconomic issues. I have gone through much adversity, including homelessness. When I confided in her that I was having difficulties, Ms. O'Toole's encouragement was a great help to me. I cannot believe that you have taken away all her programs from the students at Bryan High. Why are you treating us this way? Why are we the ones deemed unworthy of STEM education?
That's deep. Your experience at Excel.
That was really amazing because honestly at my school they didn't have a lot of things to do in general. Like they had like maybe the basic of arts because you need that to graduate, but like they didn't teach a lot of things like that. So I think that's really amazing.
Perfect. And the conversation really started a while back. We do know that some of these schools, basically a lot of the schools, unfortunately, in our district, which is the Boston public school system, and the schools in our district, the MCAS the results just came out. And the news were not really good news for our kids. The numbers reflect the need for programs such as STEM, and many other programs also. I'm not going to lie to you, I think that we do need vocational education, but that should not be the only thing that Boston public school system should be offering to our kids. I mean, they have dreams.
I agree, and I firmly agree with you about the vocational education, and what should be there in the schools should be the opportunities for the kids to find out what they love, what they like, what they can excel at, and deciding. And this program was in place for many years. It was totally supported by philanthropy. It didn't cost the city but the salary of one dedicated person, my sister. And they shut it down, they eliminated it. They put her in a category designated as teachers that are failing and of no good. And they did that to a lot of the teachers. And then they told the press, don't worry, we just got rid of people, the kids aren't suffering. And this is, excuse me, I have to raise my voice, this is not true. This is, the dossier is available to anybody who wants it. They are firing and getting rid of, as quickly as they can, these teachers who have spent their lives dedicated to, as you heard from Jose, kids like him. And they said the only rationale they've given to me and to my advocacy group, our advocacy group, is they don't think these programs belong in Brighton High. And it is, I am going to do my best to fight them on it.
Well, I am in it. I'm in the fight too. As you know, we met at the bowling building, yes, at the school, the school committee, yes, meeting. They happen every 2 weeks, every 2 weeks in the month, correct?
Well, I'm not. They seem to happen every 2 weeks. They're happening actually next week, which is only 1 week away from last week. So they're happening this Wednesday.
This coming Wednesday.
And Jose is going to be there, and he's going to read that testimonial, yes, that you just heard.
Okay.
And he needs. We need support from the community to say, no, you cannot do this. We will not allow it. It was in place, it was serving people. Why was it taken away? There's been no rationale. Okay. And even if there was a rationale, it shouldn't have been done.
Yes, it's very unfortunate. The reason why I started this campaign to start the conversation, and as you heard my testimony, yes, was basically the frustration on the numbers that, those numbers that came out on the MCAS were not, those numbers represent each one of our kids.
And I can't say that I'm an expert on the MCAS or the data, but I can say, and what I've said to them in email,